Okay, guys. So this is the answer to the quiz on 429, where we're supposed to read numbers from the user until the user enters zero and then outputs the largest. Now, this is basically a template. What I mean by that is here we see, okay, this is the include of all the IO header stuff uh, that so that we don't have to worry about it. Include Massim32, include Massim32RT Inc. Then there'll be a data section for static variables, and I can put down on here static variables. And then there's a code section where executable code lives. Now, I'm going to do start and end start. That'll work better if you can get the debuggers working. They like you to name the beginning of the thing start, and I'm all for that. So what I'm going to do is, uh, okay, now I could do everything in registers, but why do that? So let's do it with variables. So I'm going to have a variable called number, which will be the number from the user, and it's going to be an SD word that's a long int in C, and it's going to be uninitialized to start with, and we'll put in number from user here. And then I'm going to put in something else, largest, and that's going to also be an uninitialized SD word. And this is be largest number so far. So this is just one way to do it. There are lots of different ways you can do this thing, but I'm going to do it this way. Okay? Now, I may not get right totally the first time, but I will do it. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get the first number from the user. That's going to be the default largest until I find a larger number from the user. So I'm going to say move to number. Okay, so remember it's the target first. Then we have sval, input, enter a number. Okay, and we'll put a little reminder, 0 terminates. And so this will give a little prompt. Okay, so this is a string literal, and it's also stored somewhere in the data section. It just, this thing has hidden from us where exactly it's putting that guy, but it really is all going to happen. And so this will turn a number, give us a number. And now we're going to, so that's, and in fact, what it does is it puts it into EAX and then we'll move. And so this actually is moving EAX into the number. Now, the next step is, okay, now this is going to be the beginning of the loop. So this is going to be, so now I've set everything up. Oh, there's one last thing I want to do. Okay, maybe I should do it this way actually first. I'm going to move this to EAX. That's better. Number from user into EAX. Move number EAX and move largest EAX, because I can't move number to largest without going through a variable. I might as well just put everything into EAX. And so right now, number, the user's number is the largest candidate. It's the candidate for the largest. Okay, so now I'm going to do the loop. Okay, and we're going to keep looping until number equals 0. So we're going to compare number to 0. And we're going to go J, E. If it's equal, we're going to jump to finish. Okay. Now I can write the rest of this code, but I'm going to go ahead because finish is so easy. Finish is going to just be okay. Okay, so we're going to CC out largest, SSTR $largest. We don't want, otherwise we'll be outputting garbage because this has to be CC out wants the location of a string, not a number. And then we're going to say just to explain what's going on, is the largest number entered, \n. And then finally, we'll say in key and exit. That will cause the program to terminate. So that's what's going to happen when a 0 is entered, including when the first number is 0. Now, what we want to do is, what if it's not 0? Then we got to, okay, so now we're going to compare number to largest. Okay. J, L, E, if number is less than or equal to largest, okay, we're going to go back to the loop. So, sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay, I should also say over here, okay, so get a little comment. Lots and lots of comments are important. Finally, if we're not looping, we're going to say, okay, now I'm going to move EAX, number. Once again, I can't move number to the largest, but I can move EAX number and move largest EAX, and this is largest gets number. And then we loop. And now, does this really work? I'm not sure. How can I really know? You can really know by running it. Okay, let's get rid of some of the extra spaces I left in this. Okay, and so let's start by just sitting here and admiring my code for a minute. Okay, so we have two static variables. Oh, it doesn't work because I don't read a new number in. Okay, so this is not going to work. What do I got to do to make it work? I have to read a new number in every time I go through the loop. So So this, so I did this wrong. You see, if I run this, it's going to create an infinite loop. I'll show you. Project. Console assemble. First, I gotta save this. Okay. Now, it's going to ask me for the name of this guy, and I'm going to stick him. It's going to annoyingly put it in Massim 32, but one of the good things is it's easy to find a place. Where's a good place? Downloads. I always like to put things in downloads that are temporary. And this is going to be quiz 4 29. Okay, now it exists in a real place. If you don't save it, you can't do the rest of this stuff. Now I'm going to do console assemble and link. Okay. Didn't like it. Okay, let's save it somewhere safer. Save as. I didn't like it when it was in my Dropbox. Let's go to. All right. So, oh, it's in my desktop. Why is it trying to? Okay, so let's see. Let's try that again. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Oops. Okay. And we'll save as. Put somewhere a little safer. Okay, for some reason. Ah, go back here. Yeah, it's in my Dropbox. Okay, no, go to my Dropbox. Go to straight downloads. And now, let's see. Save it there. Now let's see. Now that it's still showing up in my Dropbox, let's see if it likes it. There, it does it. Okay. Okay, so it created it. Why is it creating a pen.asm? Okay, that's not the right thing. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, for some reason it got saved as a pen.exe. Let me just go back. Save as. Save. Yes. Project. Still doesn't like to want to compile this good. Okay. Let's see. Let's put it somewhere safer.